India bans TikTok and 58 other apps amid rising anti-China sentiment. Border clashes. The border clashes and the standoff between Indian and Chinese security forces in the Galwan Valley on June 15 reached not after India, Asia's third-largest economy, decided to impose an interim ban on the wildly popular Chinese video creation platform TikTok and 58 other apps due to security issues on Monday, June 29, 2020. There are also speculations of India advising domestic telecom companies to refrain from using Chinese telecom hardware, particularly Huawei and ZTE. In the weeks following the border clashes after India reported the death of 20 soldiers, instances of anti-China protests were rampant across the country, with many trade groups burning Chinese products and social media users warning Indian citizens of buying China-made products. This has prompted Chinese brands like Xiaomi to cover their signages with Make in India banners to prevent instances of vandalism. Make in India is an Indian government-promoted campaign encouraging companies to manufacture their products in India and benefit the Indian economy. In the wake of these bans, the use of Indian apps with similar functionalities to those of banned Chinese apps like TikTok, Hello, and WeChat increased. One such app, Chingari, saw an increase of 100,000 users in just 30 minutes. The June 15 clashes were the first deadly violence between Chinese and Indian forces in 45 years, after decades of carefully cultivated economic ties. For example, Chinese smartphone makers established factories in southern India to cater to a growing demand for low-cost Chinese smartphone. India is a key market for ByteDance's TikTok, with roughly over 30% of its global users coming from India, estimated at 120 million users. Losing the Indian market could throw a spanner into the company's valuation as the firm readies for an IPO listing. The Indian government termed the Chinese-owned applications as prejudicial to sovereignty and integrity of India, defense of India, the security of the state and public order. The government further said it had received many complaints from various sources, including several reports about the misuse of some mobile apps available on Android and iOS platforms for stealing and surreptitiously transmitting users' data in an unauthorized manner to servers which have locations outside India. Besides TikTok, India also banned music and image sharing app ShareIt, UC browser, short video sharing app like messaging and social media app WeChat, and streaming service Bigo Live. Chinese state media Global Times described the ban as Modi government's political crackdown on Chinese companies. Yet, tech researchers pointed out that the ban does not include any of the Chinese apps that deal with financial transactions using the Indian government-regulated payments system, Unified Payments Interface (UPI), and have access to private data of users. On July 1, Indian Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Nitin Gadkari said the country would not allow Chinese companies to participate in highway projects through any joint partnerships. He further said Chinese investors would not be allowed in various sectors. The Indian Telecom Ministry has also asked telecom providers and other private companies to boycott all future deals and equipment upgrades involving China.